I thought it was not possible, but I still think the same. But I think it's also not possible to handle with him. So what can I do? I stop racing immediately at the end of the year. I try to do my job, and I don't think about him. And I know it's a difficult situation, but I don't think I've done everything to reach this point.
You've had 2 weeks to think about it. Do you think that he deliberately crashed into you?
Absolutely, 100%. And I have, a video here from the helicopter. I have the video from some people. I think it's very bad, to try to prove the things. But I am a racing driver, a lot of experience, and I never lie. I never lie to the press. Very often it was against.
Not really much to say. I think you saw what happened. I've been very quick today, which is good. Made improvements over the weekend. The team did a fantastic job, as always, to get the car cooled down. So we were first out into Q3, and we had a very good pace.
And you preferred the softer of the 2 tyres?
I did, yes. Just through the obviously from testing yesterday and this morning, we obviously went in Q1 with the harder tyre and Q2 with the softer, and that was the preferred choice. So I believe that was the best, or we believe that was the best option for us.
And were you aware what was going on, for the reason for holding Fernando up there in front of you?
No, I think you should ask the team that.
Well, indeed. Lewis, obviously an all-McLaren front row. It's going to be an interesting race tomorrow. You've had a trouble-free qualifying. How do you see your first Hungarian Grand Prix?
Well, it's just good to get.
And the first time there was, I went out with new pads and new discs, and I did two laps to bend them in, and I come to the chicane, and I braked very very early really, but the car was with full tank, and I didn't brake early enough with the new pads, and I tried to do the corner with the speed I had, but I hit the curbs and the car bends around, and I knocked the wing off. And I got into the second car, and I did a few laps with that one, and I wasn't very happy about the tire I got on that car. So I got the in sign from the pits, and I was thinking about my tire going around that lap, and I went out on the dirt in one of the corners, and the car slid very wide, and I hit the fence.
It's well, I've never seen my missus cry at Grand Prix before, so even when I've won a race, so it means a lot to her. It's her home Grand Prix, and it's when she cries, it's difficult for me not to, but I'm going to try and hold it together right now. It does mean a lot, and it's not just Japan, it's this circuit. This place is phenomenal, as you know, and you know. And you know. Sorry, I got you confused then. It's just the layout of this place and the history of this place. There's no room for error, and to win on a circuit that's really been Red Bull's ground over the last couple of years really does mean a lot. And these guys have been flawless all weekend. They really have, and the pit stops were the best we've had all year. Everything just went to plan, apart from obviously the start. And look at this. How often do you have a grandstand full of people after the Grand Prix? Like 2 hours after the Grand Prix. They're amazing. So.
Absolutely amazing. Denson, we've been talking about your standing in the sport. Martin had just mentioned you're.
Yeah, but I mean, there are quite a lot of guys who come along and scratch some money together, and they get a decent car, and they go around and start money specials. So they go to a certain race, and they give them 200 quid to start, and they get there, and the thing will break. I mean, they would go around at the back. They were always part and parcel of the sort of circus. I mean, it's much more sophisticated now, no doubt.
And another word that always springs to mind, and I think a lot of the punters out there, a lot of the people who watch Formula One must be saying to themselves, these guys are brave. And I know we've talked about this in the past. Bravery you don't think is a factor. It's not a quality in Formula One, is it?
Bravery, you see, bravery and stupidity are quite often the same thing. I mean, you do something, people say it's brave, but quite often it's stupid.
Absolutely.
And I don't think there's much room for stupidity in racing, that's for sure. No, I think that if you have to use bravery in racing, then you're being stupid. If you can't go round a corner. Now, there were times, I must admit, where I required, I suppose one could say, bravery, because I'm overcoming a fear, which is what I suppose.
87 British Grand Prix or 87 season, and that 11B car was one of the most dramatic, I think, that any of us could have seen in Formula One. What it was like to drive, I can only ask you now.
Well, he's absolutely right. The 11B for me was the most awesome Formula One car ever built. You had in qualifying upwards of 1,500 horsepower. You had a clutch, you had a gear shift. You had no traction control, so you had wheel spin at 6th gear. It was a car that wanted basically to try and kill you at every corner, to try and throw you off the circuit. And the driver, Martin Bundle, said it so well when he was asked about his era in Formula One, what was it like? He said, well, you basically just worked your damnedest to try and keep the car on the circuit. And the 11B was the most incredible race car I've ever driven.
And the thing about the 11B, for me, is that it was quick on all types of circuit, because you would imagine the way you just described it, a massive amount of horsepower. It's a big car. Somewhere like Monaco, you would have been struggling, but you should have won Monaco 87. They
The middle, to be honest, because if you take the whole season, that's what you should take, is all the, I'd say, the congratulations and the support I got from all the people and the way they rode. You should take half of this away, and you should take half of the criticize away I got in Jerez. Just had a word with Ricardo Petrese. He just visited me half an hour ago, and he couldn't understand why they went after me that strong. I mean, in the past, that was the way you did it. I mean, if you wouldn't have done it, you would have been criticized the other way around. Nevertheless, we have new days and new times, and you have to adapt to the situation, which I think is quite right. How decisions have happened, I don't think the press you should consider too much. I personally don't, but obviously we live under a big attention of media, so you have to live with this as well.
Media, you mentioned, has been very extreme. Do you think the public feel the same way as the media?
No.
In terms of what happened a week ago at Hockenheim, a great result for you today.
Yeah, it was good. We took little gamble yesterday with the fuel loads and everything, because we knew that this year we're gonna be penalized a lot starting first in here. So it paid off in the end. So I'm pretty happy. We had a very good car. I was stuck behind with Michael. Little fight on halfway through the race, and then we ran one lap longer. I got past him and then pulled away. And that was it. But okay, it was a bit disappointing for the team because we should have been 1-2. So, but anyhow, I'm very happy.
You say stuck behind Michael. It was a very impressive show in those early laps. You and Michael out there racing together. How did the cars compare? What were your thoughts at that point of the race?
He seems to always pull away a little bit on the last corner, so I couldn't really get close to him on a straight line. But on beginning of race, I was just maybe very similar speed, but then.
Fernando, so much to talk about. First of all, congratulations on a victory that you probably didn't expect at the start of the week. But what about in the latter stages as the young Mexican was catching you?
Yeah, definitely a big surprise today. The win. I think we were not competitive in Australia, we were not competitive here, and our goal for this first race is to score as many points as possible. But today we did the 25, so it's an unbelievable result. So great job from the team. On track side, I think we maximize the potential we have in our hands at the moment. Good qualifying yesterday going into Q3, and then today keeping calm in some extreme conditions. I think at the beginning with the inters with a lot of water, and then switching to the intermediates and switching to the dry tires in the perfect moment with perfect pit stops. So, and then congratulations to the team, because I think they deserve this victory. It's tough time for us at the moment, but this Sunday we will remember. I'm sure Sergio.
Sport championships last year and this year, and we had, in my opinion, two very bad ones in '89 and 1990, and they were a consequence of unbelievable politics going on and a bad behavior by some people. And I think now we are coming back to the same situation again. It's impossible to accept somebody to come to a team February in the year with a signed contract, Vito, myself and himself too. Eventually they change his side, but stay with the Vito myself. And I think it's Prost. He wants to be called the sole champ and 3 times world champ and come back in a sportive way, maybe win another championship. He should be sportive. The way he's doing, he's behaving like a coward. And if he wants to be sportive, he must be prepared to race anybody at any condition. at equal terms, and not the way he wants to win a championship. Everything has been laid down to him before you start. It's like if you're going a 100-meter sprint and you want to have running shoes, and everybody else